In this module, let's learn about team building. Now teamwork, when we say, the sum of efforts undertaken by each team member for the achievement of the team's objective is called teamwork. In other words, teamwork is the backbone of any team. Every member in a team has to perform and contribute in his best possible way to achieve a common predefined goal. Individual performance do not count in a team, and it is collective performance of the team workers which matters most all the time. A single brain sometimes is not capable of taking critical decisions alone. An individual needs the support and guidance of others to come out with an effective solution. When individuals come together on a common platform with a common objective to accomplish a task, a team is formed. Ideally, the team members should be from a common background and have a common goal to ensure a maximum capability. Team members must complement each other, right? And work in a close coordination as a single unit to deliver their best. As they say, there is no I in teamwork. Every individual must think of his team first, and the personal interest must take a back seat. The success of any team is directly proportional to the relation among its team members and their collective efforts. How to make a better team work, right? A few things, a few small tips which would help you to make a better team work. Think about your team first. Every individual should think of his team first, and his personal interest should take a backseat. Do not mix your personal issues with your professional life. Keep them separate. Never underestimate your team members. Do not neglect any of the member. Instead, work together and also listen to them as well. Never try to impose your ideas on any member. Avoid demotivating any team members. It is very important, right? Every team member is different. Every team member's thought might be different. Their skills might be different. But when members come together and work, only when result required is there. It's like fingers in your hand. They're all not of the same size. But then when they come together, things work much better. Imagine if all fingers would have been of the same size, maybe it is not that comfortable to work on. You should respect for people the way it is, right? You should look at every individual the way it is, the way the strengths they have, and then you see how do you work towards with each other to ensure things are done well. Discuss. Before implementing any ideas, it must be discussed with each and every member on an open platform. Never ever discuss with anyone separately, as other team members feel left out and reluctant to perform and contribute in the team. It's important when team meetings happen, right? When people talk about different things. You would have observed there are few people who would be little silent. Each one is a different person. Each one has a different mind. Each one has a different level of openness. But then the one who's managing the team, right? A teamwork works well when you include everybody, right? You ensure everyone is part of the conversation. Only then things move ahead. If anybody is left out, they slowly stay back, right? And then teamwork doesn't really work there. Understand others. For better teamwork, try to understand your team members well. Do not just always talk business. It's okay if you go out with your team members for a lunch or catch a movie together. It improves the relationship and strengthens the bond among the team members. Team members must trust each other for maximum output, as it's not just the work that should always be focused on, but you need to know them individually. When you know each member individually, you also know their strengths individually. You also know what they are good at. You also know their interests. You also know what makes them feel good about something. And then when you work, when these things play during your work, a wonderful team is created. Promote transparency, right? For a better team work, always promote transparency. Transparency must be maintained and healthy interactions must be promoted among the team members. The communication must be effective, crystal clear and precise so that every team member gets a common picture. Effective communication also nullifies misunderstandings and confusions. Transparency, the place where transparency is there, trust is there, right? People look at it. If someone has not been doing good, they'd come up front and say, okay, this is exactly where I stuck up or where I missed. I need some support, or where I can offer a hand to support somebody. Stuff like that could happen only when there is transparency, and it's very critical for us to promote transparency to make a better teamwork. Avoid criticism. Stay away from criticism and making fun of your team members. When I say making fun of your team members, it is not like not having a jovial environment around, but targeting one person, pulling somebody down where the other person feels sad about something, right? Criticizing certain aspects of every individual will put them down. Should avoid, right? Help each other and be a good team player. Be the first one to break the ice and always create a friendly ambience. Avoid negativity within the teams. Right, there is no point having a discussion behind somebody on what they are, what they could do, and in front you do. It just breaks the team. Right, our objective is to ensure how we stitch everybody together. Avoid criticism. Criticism is not something that should be encouraged ever to ensure to make a better teamwork. Avoid conflicts in your team. Don't fight over petty issues and find faults in others. The most easiest things, right? When things doesn't happen, the first stuff, oh, it's because of him, or it's because of her, it's because of this. That's not how a teamwork actually works. One should be a little adjusting with each other and try to find an alternative best suited for all team members, right? Avoid conflicts in your team. The more the team conflicts, it's the lesser the teamwork that you could see. It's always better to avoid conflicts. Rewards and recognition. Very important to make a better teamwork. Performance of every team member must be evaluated timely, and the best performer should be rewarded suitably so that the other members also get motivated to perform. Appreciate the members who perform the best or does something very, very unique. Team and teamwork must be encouraged at workplace, as it strengthens the bond among the employees, and the targets can be met at a faster pace. Workload is shared and individuals feels motivated to perform better than his team members. It's pretty important for the team and teamwork to happen. So the following of few relevance for team and teamwork in an organization. A single brain can't always come with solutions to take decisions alone. We need someone with whom we can discuss his ideas or her ideas. In a team, every team member has an equal contribution, and each team member comes out with a solution best suited to the problem. All the alternatives can be explored to come out with the best possible solution. Thoughts can be discussed among the team's members and pros and cons can be evaluated. Second stuff is tasks are accomplished at a faster pace when it is done by a team rather than an individual. Every employees work together, then start helping each other and responsibilities are shared, and thus it reduces the workload and work pressure. Every team member is assigned one or other responsibility according to his specialization, level of interest, and thus the output is much more efficient and faster. Work never suffers or takes a back seat in a team. In a team, the other team members can perform and manage the work in the absence of any member, and hence work is not affected much. There is always a healthy competition among the team members. Competition is always good for the employee as well as the organization, as every individual feels motivated to perform better than this other team member, and in a way contributing to his team and the organization overall. Teamwork is also important to improve the relations among the employees. Individuals work in close coordination with each other and thus come to know each other better. Teamwork also reduces chances of unnecessary conflicts among the employees, and every individual tries his level best to support his team member. The level of bonding increases as a result of teamwork. Team members can also gain from each other. Every individual is different and has some good qualities. One can always benefit and learn in one way or the other from his team members, which could help him in a long run. Each member is a critic to the other and can correct him whenever the other person is wrong, one always has someone to fall back on at the time of crisis. The few skills that you should master to become a good team player, right? Like persuading skills, empathizing skills, sacrificing, sharing, questioning, working hard, listening, and respecting. These are the few things that you should work on to ensure teamwork can be done. A team must be managed effectively to expect the best from the team members. Team leaders plays an essential role in managing his team well. A few of the effective team management skills could be: number one, the team leader should be more of a mentor to his team members rather than just being a strict boss. Understand your team members as well. The team leader should share a healthy relationship with his team members and not impose things on them. Number two, ensure that each and every team member willingly participate in team discussions. Suggestions must be invited from all, and do not discuss issues separately with individuals. Call everyone to an open forum and formulate strategies keeping in mind everybody's input. Everyone should be aware of his roles and responsibilities in the team. Communication among the team members must be clear and transparent. For an effective team management, every team member should get the same information and should have an easy access to the superiors in case of any queries. The team members must be motivated on a regular basis. Appreciation is a must. Performance appraisal, perks, incentive, trophies, prizes are all instrumental in motivating the team members to perform better. Avoid criticizing any of your team members. It is easy to create a team, but it is actually difficult to bind the team members together and even make them work. Loose talks, blame games, dirty politics should find no place in the team. They spoil the environment and people lose interest in their work and organization. The team members must not pass on any information to anyone outside the team. Learn to keep things to yourself. It is unethical to share your professional secrets with others. Don't leak information on any confidential data. Right. Few characteristics of an efficient team could be a clear and elevating goal. Right. This is a goal which has communicated to all. It has to be there. Now it's a need, you support both inside and outside. It needs to meet individuals to its members in order to achieve these goals. The second one is a result-driven structure. The goal has been jointly decided by all the team members that are fully committed towards it. Once we figure out a goal, right? We structure a goal and then we work towards it. It is towards the result that you looked at, and everyone works towards that, putting the team in front, not the individuals. Competent members could be the third characteristics. Each team member has the required skill set in order to achieve the team objectives. Everyone comes with their own unique skills, with their own unique talents. It's very important to nurture that, to see which one fits where and how we can go ahead with our team, and that creates a wonderful team. Unified commitment could be the fourth characteristic. With the total commitment from the team members, achieving organizational goals become easier. When everybody works towards one common theme, you go much faster. It is like water flowing in one direction goes faster than if it is spread across to all sides. Number 5 is collaborative climate, right? Commitment from team members and a good leadership leads to collaborative team with a productive work environment. Sixth one talks about standards of excellence. Quality orientation is vital to the success of any organization. When we keep a check on quality every time, when we see where are we going, everything that is done, is it done in the best possible way, and every time we start looking at it, measuring it, we work towards enhancing the quality. Seventh one is external support and recognition. Appreciation as well as appraisal is required to keep the morale of team high always. When something nice done, something good, something interesting, right, something that works, it needs to be appraised, right? People need to talk about that. Every good work, the moment it gets appreciated, gets noticed, the morale of team automatically gets high. Principled leadership is the 8th characteristics of an efficient team. Leadership defines a team, and abide-bodied leadership can chart the team's path successfully. People needs to know where they are today, where they need to reach tomorrow, and what is the path all about. How are they going to go there, and what are the things that they need to pick in between, they learn in between reaching to the end goal. The ninth characteristics is active participation. Every team member participates actively and positively in meetings as well as projects. This shows a person's commitment as well as understanding towards a particular project. Active participation comes when you're aware of the details, when you're confident about things that needs to be done, when you have this open culture where you get in and then perform at your best. 10th characteristic is team goals are clearly understood by all. Communication is vital for achieving successful completion of any projects. Goals we set, but goals needs to be communicated very clearly to everybody. Everyone in the team, in whichever position they are, they should know what they are working for and how each of their work helps them to reach to the goal that has been set. The 11th characteristic is innovative thinking. Individual members have thought about creative solutions to the team problems. Thinking out of the box is vital in today's economic scenario. Every thought that we generate, every idea that we generate needs to be innovative, and innovativeness comes when you have that open culture in the organization. The 12th characteristic is active listening and feedback. Members are listened to carefully as well as given thoughtful feedback. When they are listened carefully, they're happy about it, they're motivated about it, they understand their message is passed, and when you give a feedback which is constructive, which will help them to work on themselves, they would be very, very grateful, and then you would be in a position to enhance a wonderful team. The next characteristics is taking initiative. Everyone takes the initiative in order to get things done. There is no concepts of passing the buck. When everyone is part of the team and everyone knows where exactly it needs to go, they take their part of initiatives to ensure we achieve the goal that we have set for the team. Trust and respect. Each team member trusts the judgment of others. Mutual trust and respect is highly important for the team. We need to respect people for the way they are, right? For the work they do. For example, I respect the security person in my office. It's not because he's more educated or less educated, or he knows more or less. It's just because he's been respected for the work he's taken, right? He's guarding the office, right? He's ensuring nothing wrong happens there. It's very important that you trust and respect people for the way they are. The next characteristic is risk taking. The team has to be willing to take risks. Risk taking is an attitude which comes with confidence. Risk taking happens when you have a culture where people are okay to take a chance, okay to fail, okay to learn a new thing, but then keep the focus on the goal and move ahead. When the environment is created like that over your team, where you can take a chance, take a risk, but still move on, we learn a new lesson, we get something good, or we learn a new lesson. Supportive. Everyone has to be supportive of the project as well as of others. A team is a unit, right? We help each other, we work for each other, we ensure everybody moves ahead. Effective communication is an important characteristic of efficient team. There is ample communication between the team members, right? And which is effective, which works, where it connects to people, it bonds with them, and it holds everybody together. Teams are given realistic deadlines. External support as well as aid is vital. Success of any teams. The deadlines given are realistic, which could be achieved. The moment you achieve a deadline, you work towards the next one. When you have not a realistic deadlines, you just give up in between. So different roles of team leaders in team building. Every team should have a team leader who can hold his team together and extract the best out of the team members. The team leader should be such that every individual draws inspiration from him and seeks his advice and guidance whenever required. He should be a role model for his team members. A team leader plays an important role in guiding the team members and motivating them to stay focused. A team leader is one who sets a goal and objective for the team. The leader alone should not set the goal. Suggestions should be invited from one, and all the issues must be discussed on an open forum. Team leaders must make his team members well aware of their roles and responsibilities. He should assign duties as per their interests and specializations for them to accept the challenges willingly, right? Never impose things on them. Team leader must be impartial. He should support one and all equally. Partial leaders to negativity, partiality basically leads to negativity and conflicts among team members. As a team leader, one should constantly motivate your team members, motivate them so that they perform even better the next time. Avoid criticizing anyone, never make fun of anyone's mistake. Instead, correct them in a polite way. Encourage the team members to help each other. Avoid playing politics or provoking individuals to fight. Make sure that the team members do not fight among themselves. The leader must be easily available to his team. The team members should be able to fall back on their leaders anytime without the fear of getting, lost. Be a mentor to your team members. The team members should be able to gain the team leader's talent and mentorship. He must stand by his team always. A leader should own his mistakes as well as his team members. Don't play blame games or point fingering at others. Team leader should take the initiative of bringing the team members closer. A leader should try his level best to break the ice among them. The team leader is the face of every team as well as the organization. Discipline is must. Give your team a direction without which it fails to perform. It is the duty of the mentor to mentor the team's performance on a regular basis. Any dip in the performance of any team members must not be ignored. If any team member is not performing up to the expected level, give him or her another opportunity or probably any other role, or ensure he delivers his best this time. If a team member comes to you to discuss any of his personal problems, lead him a sympathetic ear. Try to help him. Keep the things to yourself and do not escalate it to the management. Do not ask for too many favors from your team members. Adhere to the rules and regulations of the organization and be disciplined to set an example for your team members to do the same. A small piece of advice: a team is responsible for its own success or failure. As a combined unit, the team also has roles to play. It is not just the team member who have roles and responsibilities.